Hello and welcome. Hello and welcome to Stephen's Online Breakdown. It's Thursday, November 14th, 2024. Hope everyone is happy and healthy and doing well. Or if you're unhealthy, you're still happy. So as long as you're happy, that's the point. It'll pass. Just keep taking your medicine and strictly adhere to your doctor's orders, and you'll be back to full health in the shake of a willow's wisp. So, thank you all for joining me. It's Thursday. It's very much Thursday, in fact, and of course, Thursday comes from the today's one of today's fun facts is Thursday. Thursday comes from, of course, Thurs Day, harkening back to Old Norse mythology. It's the day of Thor's Day. You'll know Thor, of course, from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So that's great. So isn't it kind of interesting that we have a weekday named after a Marvel character? Perhaps we should rename, now that the Marvel Universe is very much part of who we are, way more than Norse mythology. Should we not rename certain days in the honor of Marvel heroes? Should there not be an Iron Man? Monday could become Iron Man Day. Tuesday could be Spider-Man Day. Wednesday, Black Widow Day. We want to have some gender equality. And Thursday, of course, Thor's Day. And Friday could be WandaVision Day or Scarlet Witch Day. Yeah, I think that could work out. We just need to get an online petition on the go, and then submit the findings to our wise leaders, and the rest will just work out itself. So thank you very much for joining me on this day of days, on this Thor's Day. Hulk Day would be great, wouldn't it? Maybe Saturday should be Hulk Day, and then Sunday could be Thanos Day. Yeah, Thanos. So, in case you're confused as to who I am Stephen Stubbs. That's my name. I'm the presenter of the show. And what is this show? This show is Stephen's Online Breakdown. And what is Stephen's Online Breakdown? Stephen's Online Breakdown is Stephen online, which I hope we are now. Yes, we are online. And during the next couple hours, I will browse the internet, play games, learn a lot, interact with you, my humble viewer, and together we shall create a brand new work of art using a wide range of artificial intelligence tools known only to me. And along the way, we'll have a few laughs as well. So I'm starting a bit late today. I had some vital administrative tasks to complete in my toilet. When you gotta go, you gotta go. Admin waits for nobody. That's what my old admin teacher used to tell me. So we're having a wonderful start to the show so far. So the naming of the days. Thor's Day is Thursday, of course. Maybe we should. I think Sunday is sun, the day of the sun, Sun's Day, or maybe the Son of Christ, or Son of God. Saturday. I think it's mostly a combination of Roman or Greek, Roman, and Scandinavian folklore has given us the names today, the names of the week. Sorry, it's still early here. I haven't actually had a coffee yet. I had a cup of tea, but that's not scratching my itch. But I had a ham and cheese toastie for breakfast, which is unusual for me. Anyone who knows me would say that's kind of unusual to have a ham and cheese toastie on a weekday for breakfast. And I also had some scrambled eggs. So that's protein and carbs and some calcium in cheese, and I had a lot of processed stuff in the ham. But sometimes you need that. You need those colorings, and you need those E numbers. E127. So the point I'm making to you is, I had a ham and cheese and a cup of tea, toasty, and a scrambled egg. And I do my scrambled eggs in the microwave. That might blow your mind, but I put them in the microwave. You gotta, of course, whip them. You gotta whip them thoroughly before you put them in the microwave. I add some salt and pepper and a little knob of butter, and a little bit of milk. Whip it all together. Give it a good whipping. Don't be lazy. Give it a good whipping, and then pop in the microwave for a minute, and then give it a little stir, just a little bit more whipping. And evenly distribute the whip, as I learned as it reminds me of a weekend in Amsterdam, and then put it back in for about 10 to 20 seconds. Don't put in too much, because it'll overcook and it will get dry and stick to the bowl, and it's a nightmare. Your day is going to be ruined straight away. You know what I mean? So do exactly as I tell you. So, I think we're all due a recap on the etymology, which means the origins of a word. We should all have a bit of a recap now on the etymology of our weekdays. So let's head on over. Oh, you guessed it. Let's head on over to the weird and wonderful and highly accurate world of Microsoft Copilot. Oh, it's asking me to log in. That is a catastrophe, because I usually don't have to log in. This is a catastrophe because signing into Microsoft is a labyrinthine process. But let's see. Sometimes they'll send you a password that I can look at off screen. It really is labyrinthine. Oh, I think I'm in already. I'm in. Good morning, Stubvid. That's me. Good morning, Stubvid. If anyone's watching, please do say hello. If not, then lurk in silence and forever hold your tongue. My health stream is excellent. So there's no excuses. My health stream is excellent, according to my Prism Live Studio software, what I use. Origins of our weekday names. Origins of weekday names. Of week names. Weekdays. Weekday names. Well, the Saturday and Sunday is a weekday, isn't it? That's a weekend, actually. Here we go. Ain't it fun? I've asked a question and I've gotten answers. I gotta work on that patter a little bit. My banter isn't what it used to be. I used to do shows drunk, but not anymore. Now. Let's get to, of course, the start of the week is Sunday. Many people think Monday's the start of the week. They're wrong. And it's actually Sunday. It's the start of the week. Now, the names of the weekdays have fascinating origins. Really? Let's hope so. Often rooted in ancient mythology and astrology. Okay? Here's the breakdown. Sunday. Origin, named after the sun. Okay, so I was right there, wasn't I? That was my guess. Sun, Sunday. See, the clues are there. Latin, from Dies Solis, meaning day of the sun. Influence, adopted from the Roman culture, which honored the sun god. So, okay, so that was the Romans. That seems to go back to the Roman times. A lot of our modern calendar and way of life really is still harks back to Roman origins, which is amazing. Monday, of course, is named after the moon, the day of the moon, Moon Day. You see, it does kind of make sense when you break it down like that into rhyming slang. Monday, Latin from the dies lunae, meaning day of the moon. It's the day of the moon. Influence reflects ancient worship of lunar deities. Okay, so it's going back to when our primitive ancestors used to worship the big glowing white sphere in the sky because they feared it, probably. So you must if you fear something, you should worship it to sate its desires. And the moon, I mean, I'm fascinated by the moon. If you're not fascinated by the moon, then there's something wrong with you, in my opinion. And you're either you're a bit of a Philistine, really, an astrological Philistine. Because the moon is extraordinary. You don't need me to tell you that the moon is an extraordinary thing. It controls our tides. It looks amazing. The harvest moon is one of the most extraordinary natural vistas you'll ever experience. It controls. It must have an effect on. I'm not really a believer in werewolves and stuff like that and vampires, but it definitely has an effect on our gravitational, on our internal liquids. We have liquids inside us, believe it or not. 90% of humans are liquid, so if it's pulling on the tides, if it pulls on the tides, it must pull on the liquid inside us, which must have an effect on the frontal and indeed inner glabia, or what's it called, the amygdala. You know what I'm talking about. So it's got some effect. So Tuesday is named after the Norse god Tyr, or Tu, associated with war. And many wars do start on a Tuesday, I think, you'll find that if you look back in history. Latin, from the Latin Dies Martis, not almost Dean Martin, Dies Martis, meaning Day of Mars. So I'd say Martin comes from Martis. Dies Martis, God, meaning Day of Mars, Roman god of war. Oh. Influence. Tu was seen as equivalent to Mars in Germanic cultures. So we got a bit of a Germanic influence there. Wednesday, named after Odin, or Woden, the chief Norse god. Yeah, he's basically the top dog when it comes to Norse mythology. He's kind of like Thanos, you know, a little bit more benevolent than Thanos, probably. But Thanos had good intentions. He just wanted to bring peace to the universe. If that meant exterminating half the universe, you know, you can't break a few eggs without making an omelet. You know what I mean? It's from the Latin Dies Mercurial, meaning day of Mercury. Influence. Odin was linked to Mercury, the messenger god in Roman culture. Okay. Thursday, here we go. Named after Thor, the Marvel superhero, and the Norse god of thunder. From the Latin Dies Lovus. Dies Lovus, baby. Meaning day of Jupiter, Roman god of thunder. Influence. Thor was seen as equivalent to Jupiter. I don't really get the influence part here because it's Thor's influence was that he was the equivalent to Jupiter. Okay. Right. Okay. Friday. But Thor was a Scandinavian god. Jupiter is the Roman god of thunder. There's two completely different mythologies going on there. So did they cross over? Did Roman and when did Roman and Scandinavian mythologies cross over into everyday parlance? Like the Romans pretty much have named our because the Roman Empire ruled over Britain, and pretty much the calendar of Europe was derived from the the Julian calendar, Julius Caesar, and that eventually became the Gregorian calendar. So somewhere along the way, they decided to put in a bit of Scandinavian folklore into the 7-day week because they're all. Well, let's keep going. Oh no, hold on. Let's keep going. Friday is named after Frigg or Freya, the Norse goddess of love and beauty. Okay, so we now have two Scandinavian names in our weekday roster. From the Latin Deus Veneris, meaning day of Venus, Roman goddess of love. Hold on now. So it's not Veen Day. It's not Venice Day. It is specifically Freya Day, Friday. Frigg was associated with Venus in Roman culture. Frigg was associated with Venus in Roman culture. This is surprising to me because I didn't. Saturday, origin named after Saturn, the Roman god of agriculture. Okay, that's easy to understand. Dies Saturni, meaning day of Saturn. Influence directly reflects Roman culture without Norse influence. Okay, interesting. The transition from Latin names to their current forms showcases a blend of Roman, Norse, and Germanic influences. Isn't it amazing how these names have carried through history in different cultures? It is amazing. I think that was what I was trying to get at there. It is pretty amazing how we blended with a blended culture like that. You know. So it is interesting. That's at least two Norse names there. Friday and Thursday, of course. So the end of the weekdays have the clearest references to Norse mythology. So getting ready for the weekend, basically, is when we let our hair down, and go get ready for a bit of pillaging and drinking and all the rest of it. Anyway, I think that was a good start to the show. In fact, I think it was such a good start that we might even be able to add some of those ideas to our prompt list. In case you're watching this for the first time, and let's face it, there's no one watching. What we do is, as the show goes on and something of interest pops up in front of us, or just someone in the comments suggests something that tweaks my interest, then I just add it to the prompt list. And what happens with the prompt list? What's a prompt list, I hear you say? A prompt list is a list of prompts that we will then feed into various artificial intelligent audiovisual magic machines. And from there on, we shall create a new audiovisual experience, a new art form, shall we say. A new work of art. Together, we shall create. With a lot of help from the AI machine as well. But you can't do that unless you have a prompt list. Not a quick list, a list of prompts. So I love all that stuff. So how do we, what will we say? The days of the week. I'm already starting to feel a bit of a heavy metal vibe to our final song, our song that we'll create today. um, Thor, the Norse god of thunder. So we'll give Norse god of thunder, and not to be not to be left alone. Oh, sorry, Woden. Wednesday is also the so it was 3 days of the week named after specifically named after Scandinavian gods. And then the Moon Day is a bit more could be pagan. It goes either way, really. You know what I mean? Well, they're all pagan, of course. Um, so I think we'll Saturn, the Roman god of agriculture. Yeah, Saturn doesn't get enough mentions, and it's a beautiful planet as well. The rings of Saturn are just astonishing. One of the definitely one of the prettiest. I mean, Jupiter gets a lot of attention. You know, Jupiter is like the big dog on the street. You know, a big peacock. You know, sauntering around with its size for a start, massive size. It's about 50 times bigger than Earth, and it's got beautiful colors. But Saturn also looks pretty amazing, resplendent with its rings. You know, resplendent. I mean, there's a real picture of its southern pole, the south pole, with kind of rings around the Saturn. So there it is. Look at that. That's a storm, an electrical storm that's raging at its south pole for centuries. Definitely since last Tuesday. Look at those rings. Look how beautiful and neat and seemingly like a vinyl record. But of course, most of those are tiny. Most of those, what makes up those rings, are just fine granules, no bigger than a pebble. And yet, as a whole, they make up a huge size. The rings, you could fit many Earths within those rings, I believe. What's this web? What's this is this NASA's website? Yeah, this is actual NASA's actual website. So let's see what NASA says about Saturn. Saturn is a funny-looking planet. Okay, so I think this site might be for kids. True, it's not the only planet with rings. Jupiter, Uranus, and Neptune have rings too. Yeah. I could make a joke about the rings of Uranus, the rings of Uranus, but come on. I'm better than that, and you're better than that too. But Saturn's rings are the biggest and the brightest. An astronomer named Galileo. Oh, this is for, oh, okay. This is for grades K4. This article is for students of grades K4. I don't know what K4 is. I'm presuming it could be like fourth standard, fourth year primary school. Saturn's rings are made of ice and rock. These pieces vary in size, as I was saying. Some are as small as a grain of sand. Some are as large as a house. Whoa. But scientists aren't sure when or how Saturn's rings formed. They think the rings might have something to do with Saturn's many moons. Well, of course, I think most rings around astral bodies are created from discarded or destroyed celestial bodies, of course, such as moons, small moonlets that broke up in the gravitational pull of Saturn, then became the rings. The rings may also be made over from material left over from when Saturn first formed. I think that's slightly less likely, to be honest. I think it's more likely that a passing object was caught in the gravitational pull, or as I said, a proto moon billion years ago just couldn't hold couldn't hold itself together and just became dissipated and was enraptured in the strong embrace of its planetary mother. So that's enough of that. But at least we got a couple of prompts already for our prompt list. So, if you're just joining me, this is Stephen's Online Breakdown, and now we're looking towards, let's see what's happening in the wonderful world of show business, entertainment show business. Now, if you're not aware, we're on the verge of a major entertainment event that will enrapture most of the television viewing public, and the online viewing public, because you'll be able to see all the highlights of each show online, and of course on the Daily Mail website it'll be covering it wall-to-wall coverage. So I think the show starts Sunday night, but of course the contestants, if that's what they are, the contestants are already down under. So Talisa makes a dramatic I'm a Celeb entrance as she parachutes from a helicopter. You what? She parachutes from a helicopter. Parachutes from a helicopter onto Byron Bay beach, not into Byron Bay, on the beach to meet Colleen Rooney and their fellow campmates. This year's I'm a Celebrity, blah blah blah, campmates have been thrown in at the deep end as new photos. So has the show begun yet? I mean, is this going to be in the first episode? I presume there was a camera crew there filming her parachuting in. So this will be part of the introductory package, I presume, on Sunday, of them all meeting on the beach and various exciting entrances, of course, like Talisa. I don't know how Colleen arrived. Did Colleen Rooney arrive on a water ski? We'll find out on Sunday, I guess. So she's Talisa from N-Dub's fame, of course, where she greeted waiting campmates, including Colleen Rooney, with warm hugs. Well, that's great. They're all friends so far. But how long that's going to last, you'll just have to watch and see. The day started in the $1 million Queensland mansion, Diamond Head, when Talisa Kontostavlos, McFly's Danny Jones, and Radio 1 DJ Dean McCullough, Loose Women star Jane Moore, and Strictly Come dancer Otti Mabuse were spotted running from the house across the grounds to awaiting helicopters. Okay. Ant McPartland is really emotional as he leaves behind his son Wilder. Oh. 6 months? What's that mean? Oh, I thought that was like, I was thinking, like, because I haven't watched I'm a Celebrity for years. So for a moment there, I had a major crisis. I was like, does the show last for 6 months? Is Ant and Dec, are they being sent down under for 6 months? But no, his child is 6 months. A terribly, badly written headline. These journalists nowadays, they just don't know. Their grammar is atrocious. Ant McPartland is really emotional as he leaves behind his 6-month-old son Wilder and heads to the jungle. That's the way it should have been written. If I was the editor, the sub-editor, I'd be all over that journalist. There's not even a name on the article. It's probably AI. Although, to be honest, in fairness to AI, its grammar is pretty good. Despite hosting the series since it first launched in 2002. What? I find that hard to believe. 22 years this show has been going for. I find that really hard to believe. I think that's a typo. 2012 would make more sense to me. Because that would mean he's 48 now, so he was 26 when this show began. Anton Deck. I mean, to me, I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here is still it's not a 22-year-old show. It's a 10 to 15-year-old show. I mean, I won't be surprised if that's wrong because I've fact-checked Daily Mail's website many times, especially in regards to current affairs or wars. It's got a terrible record. When it's writing about wars, it gets a lot of dates mixed up. When was the first series? First series and first series and cast of I'm a Celebrity. I don't have to write Get Me Out of Here, I hope. The first series, wow. The first series of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here aired on ITV from August to September 2002. That is just mind-blowing to me. The show was hosted by Anton Deck. The winner of the first series was Tony Blackburn. The runner-up was Tara Palmer Tompkinson, a socialite. And the original cast was Tony Blackburn, Tara Palmer, Christine Hamilton, Nell McAndrew, Rona Cameron, Darren Day, Nigel Benn, and Uri Geller. Wow. I mean, I actually watched this. I watched that series. But I would have thought 2008 at the very latest. Anton Deck was so young when they were presenting this. For 20 years, they've been getting a month-long holiday down under. Nice work if you can get it. If you can get it, then you can take it. Anyway. David Beckham stars in heartwarming advert as he plays football with a snowman. I don't need to know anything about that. I don't need to know any more about that. Maura Higgins. So this is Maura Higgins. I hear a lot about Maura Higgins. I keep thinking it's referring to an Irish comedian. But it's not. It's the Love Island. It's a Love Island beauty. So is she known for being on Love Island first, and then her career grew from there, or did she have a career before she was on Love Island? I guess in Love Island, just normal people. Well, normal people who look like glamour models and buff gym sculpted males with permatan and Istanbul teeth. The Love Island beauty dressed okay. Laura Higgins, whatever. Gigi Hadid turns heads in a red rugby shirt and a trendy bomber jacket. Okay. ASAP Rocky shows off his blingy gold grills teeth and looks suave in a slick tuxedo as he spends night away from Rihanna and her two sons. Oh. So Rocky ASAP, or ASAP Rocky, has two sons with Rihanna. Okay. Eamon Holmes, who hasn't been too well recently, the poor fella. He's mostly wheelchair bound. But he has been at a dog charity event. He loves his pooches. I'm a Celebrity slammed by PETA again as charity brands are show idiotic for abusing animals. Well, I mean that's one of the things I noticed when I did when I stopped watching it years ago. As I said, um, I I did stop watching it years ago because I was a little bit troubled by the wholesale slaughter of insects that seemed to be happening. The wholesale slaughter of insects, which I thought was a little bit unnecessary. Maybe put it there. Yeah, that's better. Although it looks like I'm looking off there. Yeah, the wholesale slaughter of insects. I need to keep the illusion that I'm looking at the screen. There, there. Of course, I'm looking at it. I actually am looking at a separate monitor off to my right here, but it kind of looks like I'm looking at the actual screen that's on the there. But what's the point I'm making to you here? Yeah, I mean, I was definitely troubled by the insects being killed, but it wasn't just insects. I mean, I remember like mammals, rodents, rats, snakes, and so on, being also put into quite hazardous enclosed spaces with celebrities, and surely they were being harmed in some way when you know when if you wasn't don't they put like a plastic box on people's heads and they dump snakes in, and then the celebrity is thrashing about. Surely those snakes are being harmed. um so I think that was one of the reasons I stopped watching. I was like, why am I watching this? I mean, there's enough cruelty in the world without me having to watch it on primetime ITV. So that was that really. Yeah, a lot of other stuff here that I don't really care about. Um, so I think we'll just we'll get on to some more, shall we say, appetizing um, subjects, and such as trivia and learning. Because we're not really learning much from from these details here. But we will go on to a game now. Sorry. We usually, yeah, sorry. Framed. Framed is a game we play most days, every day, in fact. In case you don't know what Framed is basically it's a frame. It's 6 frames from a movie. You got to guess the movie as quick as you can. If you don't guess them in 6 guesses, then you've pretty much failed. You failed. But I've got so far over the last 2 weeks. I think I've gotten them all by the third guess. It's rare I don't get them. So if you have any suggestions, do let me know. But let me guess first. Okay. So our first clue, I'm already thinking that's not real. That's computer generated. It's an animation of some kind. Okay, so it's tropical. We got the beautiful azure tropical sea here. We got some beautiful white sand. I'm thinking this is not Ireland. This is not an Irish folklore tale. I'm thinking it's more South Pacific. So we're in the realm of perhaps a Pixar movie, a Disney movie. We are thinking a story that involves rudimentary tribal craft. So what springs to mind is Moana. Moana springs to mind, which I think is I've not seen Moana, I don't think, but I am aware of it by cultural osmosis. Um, I believe it is set in Hawaii, or in the Hawaiian island chain. Is it uh, not the South Pacific? Now there could other. Now, of course, there's also Madagascar. Um, now I, it could be Madagascar, but I'm gonna start off with Moana just to get the ball rolling. At least it's there, and there you go, and there you go. I got it. You got it in one. I mean, when you're good, you're good. When you're good, you're good. But as you could see from me articulating audibly, I worked it out logically and step by step. It wasn't just a stab in the dark. Um, I mean, that wasn't quite as amazing as it looked. I mean, it was quite amazing, but it was pretty much going to be Moana or Madagascar. Let's face it. There's not that many other Pacific Island animated adventures. I mean, there's Moana 2, isn't there? It could have been a sequel to Moana. Isn't there a Moana 2? Oh, it's on the way. Sorry, I think it's on Disney's slate of prequels, sequels, and reboots. So I'm quite proud of myself anyway. I'll be telling my group. I'm in a group with some knowledgeable film dudes. And they'll be very impressed I got that in one. In fact, I will text them right now. It'll be interesting to know if other members of my esteemed group get it in one. Has anyone even played yet? Let me see. I don't think... Nope, no one's played yet. And the first in... There's some... These are some serious film guys. Some serious film heads with a vast raft of knowledge. But perhaps animation wouldn't be their strong point. But to be honest, I don't really watch many animated movies anymore. But it is extraordinary, the power of cultural osmosis. Sorry, my mouth is a little dry this morning. I rose very late I was awakened at 8:10. I get up early, but 8:10. I kind of slept until 8:10, and my mouth's been a bit dry since then. The ham and cheese toasty, I think, dried my mouth out even more, and the egg perhaps needed to be a little bit more runny. It was a little bit dry. I overcooked it a little bit. But anyway, I have my trusty water bottle here, and that's keeping me lubricated. So we'll now move on to our next game, which is called Moana. Anyway, let's see if we can name. Let's go South Pacific, Hawaiian Adventures. Hawaii Adventures. And I'd say, if you're into Hawaii, if you're into adventuring, a Hawaii adventure is up there with up there with the best of the adventures. You got the weather, you got the oceans, you got the surf, you got the jungles, you got the volcanoes, you got the lava, you got the extremely expensive real estate. I think Oprah lives there. I think Will Smith lives there. I think half of Fleetwood Mac lives there. Fleetwood lives there. Mac lives on the mainland somewhere. So we'll go on to our next game now, which is called Faces, where we try and guess two faces. I think I'm going to play a lot of games on today's show, so let's get through them quite quickly, will we? Usually I kind of labor over these a little bit too much, but I want to get them right. But I'm gonna play a few games. I'm in the mood to play games. The clues are there. One of my friends has just texted in our film group. He did not guess Moana. In fact, he went through all his 6 guesses like a drunken sailor and got them all wrong. Dear, oh dear. So I'm just rubbing in his failure with glee and abandon, because that's what boys do. Boys will be boys, and we like to extract the urine from each other, as they say. Well, not literally. That's a different. We specifically do not extract urine from each other. Okay, I want to make that clear. But we do like to slag each other off, or ribbing. I think it's called banter, I believe. The clues were there, as you saw. I worked out logically and systematically. I quietly went about my business and got to the answer. You know when those clickbait titles, like on Joe.ie or Daily Mail, they say something like, Netflix has quietly added the funniest movie of the year. Well, I mean, that's kind of how they add films to an online platform. There's not really a fanfare. Now, maybe there should be more fanfare. So straight away, I'm thinking, oops, you're not even seeing the screen. I apologize with utmost sincerity. I'm sorry. I thought you were looking at my computer screen, but no. There's my computer screen. One of my computer screens. I have many. So, in this game, we gotta guess which actor. This is a digitally created mutant actor who doesn't actually exist apart from this game. So we're gonna call him Frank. Okay, that's Frank. The big guy, tough guy. He runs numbers down on Long Island. But so I'm immediately thinking James Gandolfini. Okay, I mean similar hairline, similar Italian-esque, gruff exterior. Even clothes could be Gandolfini-esque. We'll get the ball rolling with James Gandolfini. I'm in the mood to play a lot of games today, so let's get. Whoa, what happened there? I clicked on a sneaky. It's gone. The game has disappeared. That's it. Wrap it up. Turn off the computer. Back to bed. No. James Gandolfini. What an incredible actor he was. A real natural. Gone too soon. Taken from us. Gone too soon. Ah! Bang. I mean, I'm on fire today, lads. I'm on fire today, ladies and gentlemen. And viewers of the jury, I am on fire today. Members of the broadcast. James Gandolfini, bang, in one. Now, what's going to happen over this side? It's a male. So the other half of this creature is um the other half of this creature is also a male. Now, it's Gandalfini's chin as well. Okay, so we can remove the chin. There's something about the eyes, not so. It's the eyes don't belong to Gandalfini. I know, and the hairline. Sometimes it can be very deceiving. It's not the hairline is not actually the hairline of either of the subjects. It's the hairline is a brand new construct, so it's very that can be tricky. Um, I mean, I'm getting a little bit of a Robert De Niro vibe from the eyes, you know, not from the hairline, but from the eyes, and a little bit of the kind of that swagger, that kind of, you know, there's a little bit of the classic De Niro. That De Niro face, you know. I mean, not a lot, but just enough to trigger me, to trigger my De Niro muscle, recognition muscle. So we'll just put in. Should we have to guess something, don't we? Could it be two Italian American directors? No, it's not. Okay, I got it wrong. I'll own up to that. So, okay. Next clue, 1946. He was born on the 15th of September, 1946. In the year of our Lord, 1946. So that would make them 78. Pardon me. That would make them 78 years old. "78-year-old actor with those kind of eyes, that kind of hair. Maybe it is their hair. The nose is, yeah, I don't think that's Gandalfini's nose. He's got more of a kind of a pug-like nose. 78 years of age. I mean, I think Al Pacino is now in his 80s. So, I mean, I don't think it's Pacino. I mean, I'd be surprised if both actors were Italian males, known for their appearances in gangster movies or TV series. In fact, one of Gandolfini's better performances, or all his performances are good, but he has an amazing cameo in True Romance, with Patricia Arquette that really is memorable, and I'd recommend you check it out. We gotta guess something. As I said, I don't think it's Al Pacino. It's not De Niro. But we gotta guess something. I mean, it's a big physique this guy has. We're calling him, what do we call him? Frank, yeah. He's got a big physique. Now, I think that could be a combination of Gandolfini. 78. Now, that hairline... Schwarzenegger is not 78 yet, is he? Those eyes. It's all in the eyes. As Shakespeare said, the eyes have it. And I'm just trying to figure out... Sorry. I'm just using my hand to cover the eyes. You can't see it on screen. Just in case you're wondering what I'm doing with my hand. It's the eyes. The eyes will give it away. Or perhaps the mouth. I mean, it might not be Gandolfini's mouth. Remember, this game is very tricky. It really does meld the two faces together very, 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 very well to create a new mutant creature that we're calling Frank. So I'm gonna say Arnold Schwarzenegger. Now I know it's not Arnold Schwarzenegger, so don't attack me. Don't attack me for this, right? But there was some method to my madness there, and mostly it was to get a new clue. But the point is, oh, I know who it is. They were in so this person is 78. They were in Men in Black. That's a huge clue. It's a massive clue. Captain America: The First Avenger. I'd kind of forgot they're in that. No Country for Old Men. That's the real nail in the coffin of this particular game, because I now know the answer. It's Sir Tommy Lee Jones. He's 78 now, eh? Wow. There you go. I mean, I suppose the hairline is Tommy Lee's, I suppose. But still, I don't see Tommy Lee's eyes there. I mean, Tommy's eyes now are quite similar to Gandolfini. They're quite hooded, and you know, I mean, a bit squinty. This gentleman, I suppose he could pass for either of their brothers, you know. But yeah. Captain America: The First Avenger. Okay. I'd forgotten he was in that. Probably plays an American Army officer of some kind. I think maybe it's to do... Yeah, I think it's... Because that film starts off back in World War II, I believe. And maybe he was... I'm a gruff army general. Would I would say was his character in Captain America. Let's just check that, see if I'm on the right... Captain America. Tommy Lee Jones played the role of Colonel Chester Phillips in Captain America: The First Avenger. He is the military commander who recruits Steve Rogers into the Super Soldier program. So I was correct. The Super Soldier program was during World War II. So I was correct in that regard. And then, of course, Steve Rogers is then frozen, I believe, at the bottom of a lake in the Arctic until modern times. And then he's thawed out and becomes a responsible and valuable member of the Avengers. Cool. So can we add anything to our prompt list based on what we just experienced? Tommy Lee Jones, I suppose. It'd be fascinating to know what AI has to say about Tommy Lee Jones. Okay. As I said, I'm really in a mood to play games today. So let's see if there's more games we can play here. Guess... These ones are more to do with IQ tests, IQ, audiovisual kind of stuff, which I'm not that good at. I don't want to embarrass myself here. One, two. Sorry, I thought my headphones were on the blink there for a second. These are brand new headphones, so they should not be on the blink this side of 2028. Plot words. Have I played plot words before? Play unlimited. Ah, from the plot words, guess as many movies as you can. From the plot words, okay. The plot keywords. Play a daily challenge or play unlimited. I don't know what either that means. Let's play unlimited, whatever that means. Enter a movie title. Huh? Enter from the plot keywords. Guess as many movies correctly as you can. Get one wrong. Psycho. I got one. Whoa. Musical. Chicago. Oh, Hamilton. Hamilton's not a movie. Nurse. One flew over the cuckoo's nest. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. I see. I'm a doofus. I thought that initial list was my master list, as in that was the main list I had to choose from. Now I noticed that it's changing every time. So this is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Yeah. Next is New York City, Jazz, Obsession, Conservatory, Music Teacher, Montage, Public Humiliation, Jazz Band, Music School. Just want to check my stream on YouTube because I'm getting some technical alerts here saying it's not streaming smoothly. I beg to differ. In fact, I differ to beg. It's fine. Streaming fine. I beg to differ. Beg. It's fine. Streaming fine. It's like the multiverse. Worlds within worlds. It's fine. Streaming fine. Shut up. So, where were we? Okay. New York City. So this was released on the 24th of October. Sorry, no, it was released in 2014. A musical, Obsession, Jazz, Music Teacher, Montage, based on a short film. Young Adult, Music School, Jazz. Oh, it's not Whiplash, is it? Was that 10 years ago? Crikey. Where have all the years gone? Am I correct? Yes. Whoa, there's a lot. This is New Year's Eve, screenwriter, jealousy, butler, loss of sense of reality, delusion, and breaking the fourth wall. It was released in 1950. Sunset Boulevard. Oh, yeah. Booyah. And finally, is it finally? How many do I get? Anyway, birthday party, private lessons, basement, con artist, walking cloth, psychological thriller, class differences, housekeeper, crime family, unemployed, wealthy. Oh, Seoul, South Korea. Ooh. So it's Parasite, but I would not have gotten it if it weren't for them final couple of clues. Parasite. Bang. Correct amundo. And then we go on to this one, which is drug dealer, boxer, massage, stolen money. I'm thinking it's Pulp Fiction. I don't even have to look at the release date. It's 94. Yeah, that seconds my emotion that it's definitely Pulp Fiction. Oh, I'm quite happy with how I'm doing in this game. It's my first time playing plot words. I mean, we're getting quite a lot of. I already know what this is. This is Schindler's List. I mean, Ghetto Jewish Persecution, released in 1994. Yeah, or 93. It's kind of going to have to be Schindler's List. It's probably too many clues, actually. It pretty much is handing it to you on a plate, really. Now, this game, sorry, from the plot keywords, guess as many movies correctly as you can. Okay, so it's based on a novel or book. Nihilism, Dual Identity, released in 1999. Self-destructiveness, cult film. Fight, that's a big clue. That's a honker of a clue. Fight Club. Boom. Then we have another Holocaust movie, 2002. Pianist. Once again, that's kind of a big clue. I mean, I'm happy to be getting all these correct, but I think there's too many clues. I mean, they shouldn't include a word from the actual title of the film. Come on, that's making it a little bit too easy. If this was a pub quiz, I would leap up and object strongly to how easy the clues are. Okay. Oh, here we go. This is a Lord of the Rings film, but which one is it? This could be tricky. Elves, dwarfs, blah blah blah, orcs, all your usual Middle Earth characters. Sword and sorcery. Was the first one released in 2003? Falling into lava, based on a novel or book. Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring. But ooh, this is tricky now. Well, I mean, this is falling into the lava. Now, I know the cast and crew were assembled in 99 in New Zealand. They shot all through 99, 2000. I think the Fellowship of the Ring was released in 2001. And then a couple of years later was the Two Towers. So, and then Return of the King would have been about 2005. So, yeah, December 2003. So right at the end. Brutality. I mean, am I overthinking this? I mean, they wrapped in 2000. Initial filming, anyway. I know there was reshoots for years after, but 2000, Christmas 2003. Am I overthinking this? Will I just go with the obvious answer? That's the first one, Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring. Oh, yeah, bugger. I got it wrong. Because it is the second one. I should have gone with my... Well, my initial instinct was that it was the second film, The Two Towers, because 2003 makes more sense for the release date. So why didn't you just go with your instinct, Stephen? Why did you overthink it? The Two Towers. Are you having a laugh? What's going on here? Are you telling me The Return of the King was 2003? Oh, so sorry. Oh, so sorry. I'm oh so sorry. How quickly we forget. That the Lord of the Rings films were released in consecutive years, 2001, 2002, 2003. I had forgot that because they were all shot back to back, remember? The only way you can do that, the only way you could have that kind of turnaround is if you shoot all three films back to back. And that's what they did in 1999 to 2000. And then they released them one after the other every Christmas pretty much for 3 years. I was thinking 2 years in between. That's usually the minimum for sequels. But now it's coming back to me. It's all coming back to me now. There were nights of endless passion. So I'm not the biggest Lord of the Rings fan. I certainly went to see all the films back in the day. Um, 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 I've watched the behind the scenes. The behind the scenes on Lord of the Rings are like the high bar for behind the scenes footage or documentaries. In fact, um, if you've never seen them, then check them out. The Hobbit movies, dreadful, dreadful, dreadful. Low IQ, average, too much CGI. Just really, oh, it's like you can't put the lightning back in the bottle. I don't know what Peter Jackson was thinking there. Well, apart from his paycheck, of course. I think it nearly killed the poor guy. Like, don't go back to past glories. If you're lucky enough to have created a glory, leave that glory. Don't go back to the glory hole. Sorry, that's a different thing. Um, so Lord of the Rings, the Two Towers. All right, so it's the last one. It's the Kings. It's the Return of the King. It is the Return of the King. Correct. Hold on. What the hell is going on? Oh, you have it's sorry. It was correct, but now it's giving me now it's really playing with me my mind because the next clue is pretty much the identical clues. River, I think, is new, but 2001 Christmas 2001 is now the release date, so it has to be the first movie, Fellowship of the. They were going to make me type this out, for goodness sake. Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. And where are we now? How many? Does this go on forever? I mean, the Lord of the Rings. I mean, it's interesting because we started off building our prompt, um, referring to Scandinavian mythology. Now, what you might not know, but I do know, is that J.R. Tolkien, a lot of his mythology is gleaned from Norse mythology. A lot of the Lord of the Rings mythos is gleaned quite generously from the Norse mythology. Um, the ring cycle, of course. The Wagner's ring cycle, of course, is also based on that, and ergo, or Tolkien's universe is also heavily indebted to the very complex and labyrinthine world of Norse mythology. I've done a bit of research on Norse mythology for a couple of projects that didn't come to fruition, but you still got to put in the hours. So some of it sticks. Anyway, this next film is not a Lord of the Rings film. It's released in '94. It's about New York City, a SWAT team, immigrants, hitmen, training, revenge, murder, loneliness, neighbor. It sounds like an average Saturday night in my neighborhood. A tragic love cult film, New York noir, complex relationship, 1994, September '94. A SWAT team. Huh? Corruption, New York, loss of a loved one, police brutality, cult film, neo noir, complex relationship. Immigrant. Oh, immigrant. 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 Police brutality. Hotel room. Tragic love. Is it loss of a loved one? New York City. It's not. Could it be true romance? No. I got two guesses left. Two hearts left. If anyone has a suggestion, please let me know. I'm gonna make a comment on. I'm not sure if Twitter comments come through. I'm just gonna. I'm on my live streaming software, so I'm gonna I'm just gonna check. I'm commenting under my own. Oh, live chat. Sorry. So I typed testing. I wrote testing on oops. So I'm now commenting on my Twitter broadcast to test the Twitter. If Twitter chats come into my master broadcast, I mean that's just some behind the scenes administration info you don't need to know. And I apologize for going off on a tangent there. If you're wondering, I'm not actually seeing the chat comments coming in here, so I will fix that in due course. Anyway, if you got any suggestions, this is released in '94. Neo-noir, complex relationship, tragic love, SWAT team, immigrant, hitman. Oh, tragic love. Well, that's a weird way of saying it. I think assassin is a big clue. I'm thinking Natalie Portman. Aren't I? I'm thinking Natalie Portman, aren't I? The assassin, it's literally called the assassin. Leon. I think Leon, the assassin, is its full title. Hey, it's not here. What? Leon. Leon the pig farmer. The assassin. Leon the professional. Is that the full... Because I know it's a remake of a French movie, isn't it? Is Leon the professional its full title? It's correct anyway. So, there you go. There you go. So that's interesting that I don't see the Twitter comments in my chat room, my on-screen chat room. I do see Facebook, Twitch, August, Facebook. Oh, hello, Rania. Speaking of comments, we have a comment from YouTube. Hello, Rania. I hope you're having a wonderful day. And I'm playing lots of games today. I'm in a real mood to play games. So we're going to go on to brain teasers in a second. If you want to hang around for that, if you want to stick around on your lunch break, I presume you're on your lunch break. What are you having for lunch? I had a ham and cheese toastie, Rania, for breakfast, which is not like me. And I had scrambled eggs and a ham and cheese toastie, and it was delicious. And a big, huge cup of tea. But I am hanging for a coffee now. I feel a bit tired. That's why I'm playing games this morning, Rania. To play as many games as possible. Keep my brain fully engaged. And I'm drinking a lot of this power juice. This is protein power juice. It's electrolytes and cod liver oil and quinoa, liquefied quinoa for his pleasure. You can really taste the cod liver oil. Randy's having an apple. Boring. I gotta say, I'm not into apples. I was discussing this with Randy earlier in the day, in the week, in fact, and I'm not a big fan of apples. I like them in tarts. An apple tort, they're nice. Just an apple on its own, it just feels a little bit too too real. Bit too real for me. Um, oh, she's got a headache as well. Oh no. Oh, Rania. Poor Rania. I want to send you healing vibes. Healing. I'm sending you healing mind waves from my mind to yours over the miracle of broadband. I'm even going to send you more than that, my dear. More than that, I'm going to send you some healing gifts. Let's see if I can find a gif that will a gif with the power of paracetamol. Oops. Pills. Let's see if I can find you a GIF pill. A GIF pill. Oh, there is. There's loads of GIF pills. That's extraordinary. Here we go. Here's some brightly colored pills. When in doubt, I think it's always good to just, pills. There's pills to the brain. I really should use these tools more. Pills to the brain. Like that. See that? Pills to brain. Pills to brain. To... What's this one? Be well. Rania. Be well. Be well. So, there you go. I hope the pills and these GIFs or animated stickers, whatever they're called, will give you all the healing that you need in the coming hours. And if not, perhaps a big dirty McDonald's will do the trick in a couple hours' time. How about that, eh? If you'd like a big dirty McDonald's, please do say yes please in the comment room below, in the chat room below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. So that's great. I'll just delete all these. So it's good to know that I can. It's good to know she's healed already. Oops. It's hard to chat in the chat room because some of these keys are linked to other activities. So wonderful is all I can type in without my computer going haywire. And there's the Giphy. There is the Giphy sticker. They are GIFs. They are GIFs. They are GIFs. Happy to help. Bump it to the cloud. So if you have any comments to make, just bump it to the cloud. Happy to help. Where am I gone? What the hell? And I'm back. So we're having a wonderful time here. As I said, we're playing some more games. We got what do we have on our prompt list? We got Thor, the Norse god of thunder, Saturn, the Roman god of agriculture. We got Hawaii Adventures. We got Tommy Lee Jones, and we got Lord of the Rings. So we're going to feed them all into our AI song creator later on, and then we're going to, from that, we shall spawn some AI imagery. Then we'll mix it all together into a wonderful blancmange, and we'll climax. The show will climax in an audio-visual feast, the likes of which you have never experienced in your long and wonderful life. Now, here we go. We're still playing this game. Forbidden love, falling in love, cystic fibrosis, star-crossed lovers, True love. Okay, so I'm guessing this is a love story about cystic fibrosis. I think this is one of those kind of what are they called? Those kind of it's not cystic. It's those movies called "The Fault in Our Stars," written by that guy who writes those kind of quite formulaic young adult tragic comedy, love comedy, rom com type dramas. He's written many novels um, in the same kind of style. Forbidden Love. Is it forbidden because of the cystic fibrosis? That would seem unfair to me. I don't know this one, but I'll just type in the fault. No, stop it. Stop being rude, computer. It's not nice and it's not funny. The Fault in Our Stars. Now, it's not right, but it's wrong. Give me more clues. I want more clues. It's not going to give me any more clues. I mean, some of these clues are the same bloody thing over and over. Forbidden love, falling in love, star-crossed lovers. I mean, come on. Hold on. Star-crossed lovers, the star-crossed lovers, of course, it comes from Romeo and Juliet. Neither of which I think had cystic fibrosis. Don't think I've seen this. So, this could I could be about to this game could be about to come to a shuddering halt. Um, mm-hmm. Let's just say the abyss, just to get this game over with. It's wrong. It's 5 feet apart. Okay, it's I've never heard of the film. I've never seen the film, and that's pretty much why I didn't get it right. Whereas I have seen all the other films, I've seen all the other movies. I mean, I've not seen Hamilton the movie. It, I mean, are they talking about this the stage version, the filmed stage version, or is there an actual scripted film version with locations and cast? No, I don't think there is. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Well, let me go to IMDb. Okay, so it's talking about it's talking about the Hamilton stage production, right? That's not a film. That's not a film. That's just like that's like going to a play with a camcorder and filming it and then uploading it, but obviously on a much more professional, um, in a much more professional way with a big budget and so on. But I don't class that as a film. I reject that. I reject that as an answer. So I think that's enough of film-related knowledge, gaming. Let's just go on to something a little bit more interesting. Brain teasers. Where's that one gone now? Pokey. Oh, sorry. No, what people play me. We'll play. Yeah, here's brain teased. Brain test. Sorry. This is good fun. A lot of people enjoyed playing this game with me. If I could just figure out how to move my chat. Huh? Anyway. So, are you ready? I was born ready. Now, this remembers which. Okay, so it actually remembers which level I finished yesterday. And that's very nice. I really like these browser games because the cookies. Usually, we've got nothing good to say about cookies. We just dismiss them with contempt. But for browser games, cookies are essential because It enables the browser game to remember precisely where we finished. Sorry, there's some fluff attacking me here. Um, so make them fall in love. Okay, so we got to make them fall in love. How do we do that? So there's a balloon. There's two rings intertwined rings. There's a heart, a box of hearts. No, a coffee. What's it called? I need coffee. It's called a chocolate box. A heart-shaped chocolate box. Oh, I love that phrase. So it's gotta be in the. It's gotta be in. It's gotta be in. It's gotta be in the prompt list. Heart-shaped chocolate box. Sometimes these phrases will just jump out at me, and I gotta have them on the prompt list. It just instinctively feels right. So make them fall in love. Make them fall in love. Okay, this guy's asleep. So our first task is to wake him up. I'm presuming it's a male. Who knows? So I would. Fudge! I got a real fight there. Huh? Huh? What the hell happened there? Okay. Okay. The balloon burst, which woke the child up. That made them fall in love instantly. Fire. Is that what it takes for people to make people fall in love now? A sudden fright? Click on the calves, please. Click on the calves, please. Click on the calves. What? Is this happy? There's quite a lot of lateral thinking needed here, or just random clicking, actually. Which cat is on the right? This one. Haha, they thought they could trick me, but they cannot trick me. You'll have to get out of the bed much earlier than 12:18 to trick me, sir. There he was hiding. Not from me, sir. Spot the differences. Yeah, they laughed. That's tiny. It's tiny. I'm going to zoom in, innit? I'm going to zoom in it. Spot the differences. Spot the difference. So let's look for obvious things like the unicorn's horn. That's in both images. How many arms does this dude have? Same. This better not be a trick question, or I'll go to town. Two eyes, two fingers. Don't see any differences so far. Clouds, two clouds. Flag. Hey. Sunglasses, yeah. I presume it wants me to name, or sorry, to number how many. Spot the differences. I'm really struggling to see any differences here. Can I pick 0? Yeah. Ah, come on. It was a trick question, so I was right. I was right. Go with your instinct.
Darling.
Party all night, stay all day. A trained actor.
Anyway, enough of this. I've had enough of this. What's this game here? Who is lying? I'm usually pretty good at figuring out when someone's lying to me and taking appropriate action. Shut up. We already have music. It's my lovely ambient music in the background, which is helping me think. So, this game is about figuring out who's lying, I presume. So this dude is saying, who is his wife? She's saying, he is my hubby. So he's my husband. And she's saying, we are married. So she's saying, he's my hubby. And we are married. Who is his wife? Well, we are married. Oh, he's my hubby. Who's lying? She's lying.
Oh.
Huh? A. That is why she must wear her prescription eyeglasses, because she's she's misrecognizing him. What? Who is not pregnant? I'm always hungry. Wow. My back is killing me. Who is not pregnant? Well, a pregnant woman can be hungry all the time, surely. It can lead to an increase in appetite, can't it? My back is killing me, and back pain also is a big risk with pregnancy. So, I mean, they could both check out their bellies. I am checking out their bellies. Get this bloody hand out of the way and I could check it out better. So are they saying this woman's she's just eating too much? She's an overeater. My back is killing me. What? I'm gonna ask for another clue here.
World needs now
Oh, this ad.
is love, sweet love.
Not this.
It's the only thing that there's just too long. What the world needs now is love, sweet love.
Okay.
Oh.
She was it was just a pillow. It was just a pillow. She's not pregnant at all. She's deceiving us. She just wanted an excuse to eat everyone's cakes. What a deceitful woman. She went to that party with a fake pregnant stomach just so she could eat more. And people would feel like a bit sorry for her and say, oh no, you can take my cake, you can take my slice. Oh no, you're pregnant, you're eating for two. You know what I mean? You're eating for two. No, you need to eat for two. I would not take cake from a pregnant woman's mouth. I mean, the level of manipulative gaslighting going on there is quite astonishing. indeed. Level 3. Who is an imposter? Let's have a picnic. We will have great food. Let's have a picnic. Who is an imposter? Okay, it's telling me to do something with a bottle of water. He must be here for the picnic food. Get back to your swamp. Excuse me? So, the imposter was some kind of green swamp creature masquerading as a young woman who wanted to go for a picnic with her friends. Like, this stuff is really esoteric. This is way out there on the outer fringes of brain teasers. And in fact, I feel a little bit insulted. Let's see how good my geography is, shall we? Where is your country? Where's my country? Where's your country? Huh? Where is China? China is here. What's next? Where is Italy? There. Where is India? There. Where is Ireland? Is that there? The USA. Bang. Finland. Bang. Palestine. Ooh, controversial question. Nowadays. But for this game, it's quite clear. It's right there. Turkey. Turkey does be up here. Greece does be right beside them. Achievement unlocked. You have completed the quick tour. Okay. Mistakes 0. Time left 21 seconds. Well, I didn't even know there was a timer. Okay. That's great. We'll add that to our prompt list. Around the world. Around the world. Around the world trivia. So I think we almost have, we've almost done enough today to start building our song. In case you're watching for the first time. So many games, so little time. Let's have a quick look at what's happening on Twitter. And that's enough Twitter for today. Trump promises to end electric car subsidies. Ooh. I'm not sure how his new best friend Elon Musk will react to that. Yeah, that soap opera is going to be explosive in the coming year. Elon versus Trump. Bromance. I'll give it about 6 months before it flames out. Trump speaking to House Republicans. Elon won't go home. I can't get rid of him. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Elon's that kind of guy, I'd say. Isn't it? What an absolutely bizarre timeline that we're currently living in. The richest man in the world and the most powerful man in the world. But inside are those two petty little insecure boys. So, I'm going to get a huge supply of popcorn in the coming years to watch the Trump, Musk, and the other cast of characters really go at it. Not to mention RFK Jr. and Matt Gaetz, the new Attorney General, the new top judiciary attorney in the world, in America, in the world, is Matt Gaetz. Anyway, we're not going to get into all this. That's a whole different kind of live stream. So we'll go on now to oops. What am I doing? Yeah, we played that. So we need to now start getting our act together and getting into why we're all here. And that's to create an audiovisual, artificial intelligent audiovisual experience. So the first thing we got to do is we got to create a song. We got to create a song, ladies and gentlemen. Here's some previous songs I created on previous episodes, which I'm sure you watched. Let's feed the prompt machine. So we got Thor, the Norse god of thunder. So I would already be thinking this is going to be a heavy metal song, a power, death metal. Let's do our first death metal song, shall we? Death metal, progressive metal. No, that's then Saturn, the Roman god of agriculture. I'm going to give this. I'm really going over a lot of talking points of death metal with these references to the Scandinavian gods, especially in the black metal movement, which is very popular in. It might have even been originated in Scandinavia, in Finland and Norway, I think in particular, Sweden, in fact. I think the black metal. Where did black metal originate? Let's just nail this once and for all. Where? I think it's definitely Scandinavian. Black metal originate. Well, it either originated up there, but it's definitely at its most popular in the winter months of Scandinavia. Black. Oh shit. Where did black originate? That's a big question. That's a very, very deep, big question. Black metal originate. Black metal originated in the early mid 80s, primarily in England and Scandinavia. The genre evolved from the fusion of thrash metal, death metal, and hardcore punk. Early influences are Venom, Bathory, Merciful Fate, Hellhammer, and Celtic Frost. Oh, that's sweet. What a sweet name for a black metal band. Celtic Frost. You might as well call it Morning Dew. The genre gained significant traction in the early 90s, etc., etc. So we need to give this a few more prompts. Hawaii Adventure, The Lord of the Rings, Heart-Shaped Chocolate Box. Heart-Shaped Chocolate Box. And around Tommy Lee Jones. We'll just throw that in there as a bit of a red herring, just to black metal. It's already black metal. Oh yeah, we'll put in black metal and death metal. So we'll now create this song, and while it's doing its thing, we'll head on over to our visual generator, which I use, Runway ML. You can use one of your choice, and we'll start doing some text to image. We'll create some texts to images first. There we go. Um, So I'm just trying to move the chat. I'll just make it disappear for a second. Yeah. So, well, that's some of our prompts. Thor, the Norse god of thunder. Let's see what it cooks up. What style will we do? We'll do cinematic, maybe. Yeah, I like cinematic. Or let's say impressionist for a change. Thor, the Norse god. Let's see how AI gives an impression of Thor. I presume this is in the impressionist art genre. Do we have our song done already? We do. That was quick. Wrath of the Gods. Now that is some primo death metal titling right there. Lightning strikes as I wield my might.
Lightning strikes, I wield my might. Thunder roars, this endless night. Storm of tears, I rise, I reign. God of thunder, brings your pain. Darkest night, the tempest grows. In the shadow, darkness knows. Crystal skies, thunder flash. The power of God, so burning man.
Strangely, no reference to Tommy Lee Jones there. It does, it does track with the lightning references to lightning strikes and thunder and darkened skies, crimson skies, the thunder cracks. Lots of references, mostly to thunder and to Thor there. So, bit disappointed there. It doesn't refer to Tommy Lee Jones, but maybe Gods of Wrath will cover the Jones angle. Yes, I can see Tommy there amongst the lyrics. Okay, so I kind of like that one. It's a bit musically, it's a bit all over the shop. He's struggling to fit those lyrics in, but it does refer to Tommy Lee Jones with a black metal crown, and that ticks all kinds of boxes in my head. I just know that if we feed this back into our text-to-image prompt, there's Thor in his impressionistic kind of way. Okay, it's pretty good. But we gotta have a look at Tommy Lee Jones with a black metal crown, and that needs to be cinematic, style. Because Tommy Lee Jones is a cinematic alumni. He's a cinema alumni. I'm burning through my credits here. It's a credit-based system. For your pleasure. Oops. So will we extend? Let's extend this chaos to a minute, because I want to know more about Tommy Lee Jones and his black metal adventures. So while it's doing that, we'll have a look at. There's Tommy Lee Jones with his black metal crown. Doesn't really look like Tommy Lee Jones. It is very odd the way AI renders famous people. It kind of, I think there's probably legal reasons why it doesn't make them photorealistic yet, or maybe in other programs it would, but not in Runway. And I kind of like that uncanny valley kind of approximation of them. Let's have Tommy Lee Jones having a Hawaiian adventure. Yeah, why not? Why the hell not? Um, what style? Let's mess around with the style a bit. Why the hell not? Let's go retro. Let's see what happens here with our song. We're back to up to a minute now. Let me see if I can get the lyrics up. Yeah, chicken. What? That's not it. Sorry about that. Do we have two versions of it now? Thor brings the iron storm.
Whispers to my doom, and a chilling room. Satan's heart is bleeding in the gloom, whispering tune. When the heart beats faces away, consumed. Something waves the storms that trust the day eternal.
Wow, that was pretty intense. Eh? That was pretty intense. There's two versions of the 1 minute extension here. Oh, it's different lyrics. Let's check this out.
Burning loud, Leonardo's gaze.
What is going on here? What is the name of? Yeah, just play.
Unforgiving night. That's the wrath and shadows from I found. Eternal light.
Ooh, nice.
Breathe and cry in the stormy skies. Swinging. Going down from the warrior's cry. About to pass the darkness, grab and fly. Undergoing moves with the fearless train. Splash ahead and shining my lonely lights. These cracks have never started these eternal lights.
Well, that was extraordinary. Once again, musically a bit all over the place, but I'm not. It's maybe that's some sudden changes there in the tempo, but maybe that's a black metal thing. But at the very least, it throws up an incredible visual image here. Under gory moons where the heartless tread. Now that's something I want AI to have a good think about. And really, what's happening here now? Where are we? Oh yeah, we're back to this. This is Tommy Lee Jones on a Hawaii adventure. Sure, isn't he having a lovely time there now? He brought his car to the beach. That's risky now, Tommy Lee. You're prone to a bit of rust there now, and the tide comes in too quickly. You're in a world of hurt. So we will. That was retro, wasn't it? So under gory moons were the fearless tread. Let's give that I don't know what thriller means, but let's find out. Thriller style. Still not quite sure what that means, but we'll figure it out now. We'll give it a go. 4 images there. Where else can we go with this? Let me just listen to. Let me just listen to the first one. the longer version again of. Who brings the storm with an iron hand?
Whispers to my doom, I'm killing room. Saturn's heart is bleeding in the gloom, whispering tune. When the heartbeat fades in shadow rain, consumed. Something waves the storms of just a day, eternal.
Yeah, we're going to go with the second one because of that extraordinary Under Gory Moons reference, and it's also got Tommy Lee Jones with a black metal crown. So that's fab. That's the one we're going to go with. I've made an executive decision. How do I download this again? I've suddenly forgotten how to download this. This is kind of weird. Download. MP3. What's it called? Echoes of Time. Extended version 2. On vinyl only. What? It exists. Oh no, what am I doing? I'm all over the shop now. My mind is imploding. I need some coffee in my life. Yeah, that's the one. This is tricky, man. Echoes of Time version 2. What? Gods of Wrath is the one I'm trying to download here. Here it is. This button here has just been evading me for some bizarre reason. MP3. Bang. Download. We're getting good at this now. Gods of Wrath. Exterior. Extended version 1. Available only on gold, black embossed. Black gold embossed cassette tape. Very rare. Only 6 copies were ever made because it's so expensive. So we downloaded that. Gods of Wrath. Keep that in mind. We're hurtling towards the end of the show. The show has flown past today. Thank you to everyone who watched, Rania Cruz in particular. And I am happy to have healed you with my mind waves. And gifts. Remember, there was gifts. Here's our image of Under Gory Moons where the fearless tread. It's not very interesting, is it? But it's beautiful. It is beautiful to look at. Heart-shaped box. A heart-shaped box under Gory Moons. Let's get more inventive with this. I don't know what the hell Thriller means anyway. I'll look into that. Let's go for a little bit wild. Concept art. Advertising. Abstract sculpture. Whoa. Yeah. So, while we're waiting for that... While we're waiting for that... Wow, that really was an abstract sculpture. A little bit too abstract for me. I was a little, yeah, I wasn't. I don't know what I was expecting there. It literally just created an abstract sculpture. So I'll just go back to a graphic novel. Let's see what that A heart-shaped chocolate box under gory moons with a fearless tread. We'll give that the graphic novel treatment. We've got our song, now we've got to start editing. So we got a nice number of images here. Thor. Let's make Thor do something a bit more interesting. Because I'm not really inspired much by a lot of these images. So let's have Thor eating a box of chocolates. Eating a box of chocolates. On a Hawaiian. Hawaiian is not an easy word to spell. That was a terrible effort at spelling it. But luckily, it does have a spell check. Eating. I've now forgotten how to spell eating. What the hell? What's going on? Eating a Hawaiian... A chainsaw? Thor eating a box of chocolates on a Hawaiian beach. Hawaii. On a Hawaii beach. Hawaii beach, okay, that's enough. Thor eating a box of chocolates on Hawaiian beach. And we'll go cinematic. Okay, we're heading towards the end. About 7 minutes left. That's just enough time to create our masterpiece. We have our song, Gods of Wrath, extended version 1. Any moment now. Bang. And there he is. There is Thor. Whoa, he's discovered a box of chocolates. It's washed ashore. Isn't he lucky? It's washed ashore in his island seclusion. I can see a little a bar of Snickers there. And that's him looking a bit more forlorn and kind of sad about the whole situation. I think he's been pigging out here, I think, all day long, alone on the beach, and he seems a bit sad about the whole opera. He's eating too much. He feels a bit ill, let's say. That's him. Oh, a nice box of chocolates there. Ooh, nice, fresh. That'll go with the coconut milk and the rat meat. And that's just him stuffing his mouth. I mean, there's some real beauties there. I like that. There's something kind of pathetic about that I dig. But we'll pick a couple of them in our final montage. Speaking of which, let's create it. Let's create it. You can't win it if you're not in it. So what's this going to be called? Thor's Chocolate Sorrow. Thor's Chocolate Sorrow. Okay. Okay, well, first, this is a mistake I make quite a lot, is I first have to generate some... Gotta generate some video of those still images, of course. That's something I tend to forget. Generative video. Now, I'm going to run out of credits. Let me just see how much these credits cost, because I'm not going to use any more than I've already spent this week. So we are having a good time here, and I got some big news coming soon about how a new live stream show that I'm going to be launching soon. That's a bit of a throwback to my quizzing days. I am a quiz master by trade, and anyway, we won't go into that now. But the last 2 weeks has been a soft launch of my new live streaming software, and even though only a handful of people have been watching, what they didn't know and what they could never have known is that I was using this show to test my new software. And now that the technical side of it has gone splendidly. The audience side of it, not so much. But there does seem to be one person on Twitch watching constantly and not actually commenting, which I kind of respect. What am I doing? Select asset, drop asset, select asset. Sure, I'll select, there you go. Bang. Presets. Close up, no. Close up, dolly in, fast zoom. Handheld. Low angle. Yeah, low angle, we'll try that. So how many credits is this going to take? It took 75, 25 credits. Holy crap. So we're going to run out of credits really quickly here. So we're going to have to mostly use still images in our montage today. But we'll pick another one that's kind of cool. I mean, Tommy Lee Jones. Cinematic drone. We're down to we're down to 40 credits now, I think. So we better be careful. We got to get to the end of this without using up all our credits. So I've already created my images. I don't think it takes credits. I don't think it takes credits for creating our final. Thor's having a little chat to us as well there. He's like, "Hi, I'm here on the beach in Hawaii, and I've just come across a box of tasty chocolate bars. What are the chances of that? I was down to my last coconut." It's hard to keep up that muscle content, that muscle strength when you're just living off coconut oil. I think we're going to try and get away with one more image to animate. I don't often animate cartoons. What is that? It's a heart-shaped box. I don't like that. Select asset. Close up. So that's pretty much all my credits burnt through. 15 credits, another child washed. So we will now go to our editor. Thor's Chocolate Sorrow. This final montage will now be a combination of still images and video images, because we just have not been able, we have not been able to afford enough you know what I mean. Drop in our generative. We'll drop in our video clips for us. Do you know what I mean? Get me in there. You can't win if you're not in. Do you know what I mean? Get me in there. Stick 'em in, bye. Now, there, and then we'll go to our text to image. Text to image. Input videos, cropped images, blah, blah, blah. Huh? Cropped images? Cropped images? Cropped images? Are we having fun yet? Demo assets. This is wrong. Let me see. Where are we? Where are we? We're looking for text to image. They should really get this interface a little bit more coherent. I better go on to the devs, the developers. I think that's what dev means. Text to image. Assets. Yeah, I'm looking in assets. Give me some still images, please. Where are the still images? The show is now over time. Where's all the still images I created? Who's playing games with me? Cropped images. Where's text to image? Where's the text to image folder? It's all the way down there. Are you having a laugh? Goodness gracious me. Anyway, we should start off with an establishing shot, really, shouldn't we? Of Thor all alone. On his beach exile. I mean, he's got to be exiled. A tropical island is one of the better places to be exiled, really, isn't it? Yeah, I'll put a bit of a narrative to this. So he's on the beach. He's all alone. He picks up his close up. He's smelling the chocolate. Reminds him of better days on Asgard. And then I have a close up of that, and then a video of that, and then it inexplicably cuts to Tommy Lee Jones, who's also on the island, just chilling out. He seems very happy and healthy and well fed. He's thinking about the money he's made from his heart-shaped box sculptures. He's well known for his sculptures. Our character, Tommy Lee Jones. Yeah. A selection of his. Yeah. So on and so on. Motion effects. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot about our beautiful sunset over the island. Whoops. I'm just learning some of this nonsense. So you don't have to. Motion in. Motion in, motion out. I don't really know what that means. Oh, that, like that. Yeah, it means that. And I will just repeat that over and over. I'm starting to lose the will to live here. I'm joking, of course. This is a fantastic. I am completely invitalized by this creative experience. Deeply annoying the way I can't copy. I don't seem to be able to copy more than a couple of images at a time. Anyway, it's the video I should be copying, really, isn't it? That's the stuff you want to see. No one wants to be looking at these still images. How quickly we become jaded. Why does it do that? This editor has got bugs. It's buggy. And I've gone over my time here now, so I think we've done enough. I don't know what's going on with this one. That's enough of that. Let's export this. Oh, I hope it doesn't charge me to export, because I won't have enough. No, it's free. So, if you're just joining me, the show's over. Bye. No, before the show is complete, we shall just, as I said, we'll just get our house in order, and I'd like to wish you all a happy and healthy weekend, because I don't think I'm going to be here tomorrow. I've got some other very important business to attend to, and including planning other live streams, which will be much more interactive and will hopefully get a much bigger audience. But it has been a very, very valuable experience these last couple of weeks to test this new technology. And I'll be revealing a lot more of this, of my plans, in the coming hours and indeed days, if the Lord gives us and grants us the time. So, without further ado, I'd like to thank you all for watching. And I'm just going to basically set up this extraordinary crescendo now. If I could just find it. Here it is. If I could just find it. If I could just find it. If I could just find. So are we ready? Here is our crescendo. And thank you so much for watching. And this is the climax, audiovisual experience that's never existed before. But me and you together, we've done it. We've created it. We have fulfilled our artistic potential. And the name of our art today is Thurs Chocolate Sorrow. With a little cameo of Tommy Lee Jones doing it. Enjoy. Goodbye, everybody. Whoops. Where's the song? I forgot to add the song, you stupid man. Can I play them at the same time? Forgot to add the song. This won't take long. So this will be on the blooper reel, and we'll do take 2. We'll just upload the song. I apologize for that. Gods of Wrath. Oh, some of the videos have re-emerged. That's handy. Really is strange. This editor is not the most intuitive creature. Very tricky customer. Okay. Okie doke. There you go. Now, we'll export that again. And as we do, I will try and fill time awkwardly. But there's no one watching, so it doesn't really matter. So I can just stare blankly into the camera until it's done. If you're just joining the show, this is Stephen's Online Breakdown, and you've arrived way too late. But not late enough, because you're just in time for the big climax of the show. A new audiovisual experience called Thurs Chocolate Sorrow. And I won't get into how we got there, but we got there. Very much so. So, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all real soon on Stephen's Online Breakdown. Goodbye, everybody. What is all this? Get off my screen. How dare you? What is all this? Prime Lens? What's that Prime Lens doing there? Anyway, enjoy. Have fun. Where the bloody hell is it? For goodness sake. Here it is. Goodbye, everybody. Where's the music? Oh. Huh? Where is the version with the song? Did I not? Did I not add the song? I did. I don't know what's going on here. I don't think I added the fucking song underneath it. Sorry, excuse my French. Excuse my French. No one needs to hear that. I'm a tired man. I'm a tired man. Broken man, some would say. I'll export that again. I'll override the previous versions because this is getting tiresome. Oh, didn't give me an option to do that. So, let's just... what's happening in the Thor world? Next Thor movies. Just while we're waiting. Is there no more Thor movies? The next Thor movie is Love and Thunder. No, that was 2 years ago. No, that film was 2 years ago. Bing, our co-pilot. Come on, get up to speed. Oops, my mistake. Thanks for pointing that out. You're right. Thor: Love and Thunder was released in 2022. As for upcoming Thor movies, yeah, that's what I asked about. There hasn't been an official announcement yet for a new Thor film. However, Chris Hemsworth will be reprising his role as Thor in the upcoming Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Yeah, that's a year ago. Anyway, I think even co-pilot is feeling a bit run down and tired today. Where's my face? There I am. I'm still here. Don't worry, I'm still here. And now we're going to play our final audiovisual film of today, which is Thor. It's a bit glitchy today, but at least our song is definitely under this time. I'd like to apologize to everyone for this catastrophe. Why can I not click on it? Finally. Goodbye, everybody.